Yeah. Welcome back. So in the previous video, we have seen how our pipeline run dynamically. It is going to read the file, okay, whichever the date we specified. Okay, we specified UTC now. Okay, if we run the pipeline tomorrow, whatever the data presented with the tomorrow's date, that will read automatically. That is what we did. Okay, and we deposited in the what is BS. Go to home. Storage. Okay. Later on, we got the data like this. If you click on open, edit, you can observe 14 records. Okay. If you open all the CSV file, all these files, okay, 14 CSV files are there. Okay, these 14 CSV files consist of 14 records. See, I purposefully did it as a wrong because I want to show you what is the use case of these things. Okay. So we came to know, just wait a minute, some news. Right. So purposefully did because I want to see either my pipeline run it dynamically or not. Yeah, I confirm it is working dynamically with the data set what we consider, right? So the same thing, we are going to create a data set and we're going to give the parameters, okay, which are run as a dynamic parameters that will use directly in the data flow. No need of lookup, no need of for each. We can use directly in the data flow activity. Okay. So once after creating the data flow, this is what we are going to build now. Okay. This is the pipeline to implement the slow changing dimensions. Okay. What SCD type 2 refers, if there is any update happen in the existing record, okay, insert those record, okay, and update the effective end date. I will show you here. This is the table we are going to working on. If you look at here, employee last name, the first record was the Steven. Then it is changed to Steve, right? And the city, firstly it is Sydney, then it is changed to Kadapa. So we are inserting the updated record. We are not overwriting the existing record. Overwriting the existing record is the SCD type 1. Fine. Now, if you look at the effective end date, this record was long up to 2023-06-02 to 2023 so and so. Okay. Later on, updated record inserted and their effective start date is so and so and the end date is the future date. Okay. This is what we are expecting and we are going to create this. Okay. Let's truncate table. Yeah, fine. No data is available. Okay, I will share how to create the table and all. Okay. Create the schema. And this is the table values. Okay. If you look at here, this effective, employee key, this is the surrogate key. Okay. This is the surrogate key. This employee ID, employee first name, last name, date of birth, mobile, gender, address, city. Okay. These are coming from the source. This everything comes from the source. Employee ID, first name, last name, date of birth. Okay. This last updated date, created date are part of the data warehouse table. Okay. Now comes the real picture, effective start date and effective end date. These are the part of the SCD type 2. SCD type 2. Okay. When you are talking with the SCD type 2, effective start date, effective end date will comes into picture. Or some people will develop like flag. Okay, flag. Or some people may use active like that. Okay. But the best part to generate the reports at the time of generating reports is nothing but use the effective start date and effective end date. So we can come to know that, okay, this record will present it from this date to this date, like that. And I will show the example here for you. Okay, focus on here. There is a product called as a name A. Okay, and initially the price is 50, and the effective start date, we will rerun it again. Okay, right? April 4, or sorry, February or anything like that. And the effective end date is the future date. Later on, updation happened in the price. Okay, so that record, updated record has been inserted. Now the effective start date would be on which date onwards this price came into picture. Suppose today, 6 January 2nd, 2023. Then the effective end date for the previous record is like this. Okay. So we can conclude that from February 2nd onward, from the February 4th onwards, from the February 4th to June, June 2nd, the price of the product 50 is available. Again, from the June 2nd to, we don't know how up to where, okay, this price is going to last. Okay, future date. Okay, from the June 2nd to the future date, the price of the product is 55. Later on, they decrease the price amount, product price to 45. When was happened? Again in a June 10th. So the effective end date of the previous record would be June 10th. Okay, this is what we are going to be follow. Right? So we are updating the effective end date, and we are inserting the updated value. Okay. Most of the time, surrogate key is the auto increment. They design like that by the data warehouse people. Okay. Go back to data factory. I'm going to delete all the data flows. Delete. Delete. And also the data sets also I'm going to delete now. Delete. Okay. Let's publish. Now create a pipeline. Where it is. Sorry. Create a pipeline. Name it as SCD2 data flow. Okay. Data flow. Now go to data flows, create a new data flow, and say like this one. Data flow 1, fine. Add the source. Add the source data set. What is our data set? Is the source employees. Okay. Click on info drift column types. Go to projection. Change the data types. Employee ID to integer. Date of birth to date. Okay, fine. Next, rename it as a target. Okay. And the target, what we are targeting? We are targeting the table in the Azure SQL, right? For that one, we need to create a new data set. Azure SQL. Azure SQL table 1 file. Click on link service. Else we'll create a new link service. Okay. EMP dimension. Okay. Subscription free trial. Server name, Lokesh server. Database name, it is loading. Lokesh DB. Username, Lokesh admin. Okay. And give the password. Okay. Just test the connection. Fine. Now rename the, okay, fine. Select the table kd.employees d2. Everything is okay. Now, just we are writing some query. Select just we are selecting what our requirement according to our requirement. Okay, we are assuming the last name and city are going to be changed. Okay. Now click on insert diff column types. Go to source option. Select query, preferably. Even though if you select the table, no need to worry about anything. Okay. Now use the select statement just to rename the column names. Okay, which is going to give some differentiate between the source and target. Okay. Here I am changing the name as src underscore id, src underscore first name, src underscore last name, src underscore db, src underscore mobile, src underscore gender, src underscore address street, src underscore address city. Okay. Now, if you look at this entry date and store ID, it is not presented in the target. Okay. It is not presented in the employee dimension table. So those entry date and store ID, you can eliminate. Fine. Right. Now what actual now we'll come into the actual concept. Okay. So what SCD type 2 meant for? If there is no data, first of all, in a table, insert. If there is a data, check the any updates from the source. Okay. If there is any updation happen, insert that updated record. Okay. There are no updates at all. Then don't insert again and again. That is what the SCD type 2 at clear cut level. So to check the data either present in target or not means we have to compare, right? We have to compare the source data and target data. So comparison is nothing but we have to do the join. Okay. Join is nothing but where we have to follow the left join, or else you can use the lookup activity. Lookup activity by default performs a left join. Why left join, sir? Means left join basically what it means to do. Okay. It will check either the employee key is there or not in the target table. If it is there, update the value, check for updates. Okay. If it is not there, it is going to return the null value. So use the lookup activity. Go to lookup upstream, select the target. Match on any row is fine. Lookup condition, SRC employee ID and a source employee ID. I mean target employee ID. Now you can see join connection has been established. Next one, we had to use the derived column. For what? See, these data are not coming from the source file. We had to pass it, right? For these 4 columns, we have to derive the values for that one. So I'm using the derived column expression. And also in the derived column, we had to specify the condition for insert, update, and reject. Okay. An expression builder. So I am saying if the employee key in the target table is null, insert the data. If is null employee key, true condition is insert. Now in the second run, employee key is there. Okay, 101 is there. Then what I have to do means check for the updates. If source last name not equal to target last name and source city not equal to employee city. Okay, I mean target city. Then update. Else reject. Okay. Add one more column. We have to add a couple of columns here. Let us take it as end date. Okay, end date. So here in the end date, we are going to define this one, future date. Okay, this one. True date. Triple 9, 12, 31. 7 finish. Let's add another column. Current. Okay. Give the expression as current timestamp. Let's add one other column. DE effective start date. Update the current timestamp. Okay. Add another column. DE effective end date. Give the current timestamp. And last one. DE created date. And this is also the current timestamp. Okay. Fine. Next one, add the conditional split. Why conditional split here is we are going to pass a condition for insert. When that condition pass, follow this path. And we are going to pass the condition for update. If that condition pass, follow this path. Okay. Click on all matching conditions. Let us say C insert. Add a condition like where is the active? Right. if active equal to insert or active equal to update. Next one, add C update. Active equal to update. Okay. Now what it is going to say means active equal to I or active equal to update means, okay, at the first run check for inserts, okay, and in the second run check for update, right? So update is there and you have to insert. That is called that is what this condition stays. Okay, simple simple thing. Just remember like this. Record is there. Check for update. Okay, record updation happen when you compare its source and target. Okay, insert that update record. Right. Next, add alter row. Okay. Here we are going to say it like insert or update or delete condition. Okay. Alter row condition insert if active equals to I or active equals to U. Okay. When this condition satisfied, insert the records. Right. Next, alter row. Update. Check for update. Active equal to Y. You may get doubt, sir. We have the upset option is also there. Why not we can use the upset? If you use the upset, what going to happen is this is what you can going to be expect. Suppose let us take the ID 103 2 sorry 2 product name B, price 60 rupees, and the effective start date anything, okay, 2/4/2023, and it is a future date. Now the record price has been updated. Okay, then employee key, I mean surrogate key is going to be 104, ID 2, product name B, and 55. Okay, 55. Suppose today has been updated 26 2023 and a future date. Okay, this is what the upset will do. Means what happened here exactly? Price has been updated. I mean here also now price going to be changed to 55. Price has been overwritten and updated with the updated price. Okay, then that updated price also inserted. Right, when you use the upset, what is going to be happen? If there is any data, previous data is there, that will be overwritten and the new updated data also going to be insert. Okay, so most of preferred upset for the SCD1 only. Okay, mostly preferred upset for SCD1. Why? Because SCD1 mainly meant for the overwritten, right? Mainly meant for the overwritten. And in the SCD type 1, we don't encounter effective start date and effective end date. And update and all prefer for the SCD type 2. Now add the sync, I mean sync. Okay. Data set, sync data set would be Azure SQL table 1. Okay. Go to settings, allow insert for insert, click on mapping and check the auto map. We don't require the employee key. Why? Because it is going to be increment, right? Automatically. delete this employee key. Okay. So we have to select the source employee ID. Source first name, source last name, source date of birth, source mobile, source gender, source address street, source address city, and the last updated date is we use the current date, right? Current. And the created date DE underscore created date. For the effective start date, it would be DE effective start date. For the effective end date, we have to use the end date. Why? Because first of all, we are inserting. Okay. For the insert, always the effective end date would be the future date only. Now fine. Come back here. Select the sync to, another sync for updated to sync the updated records for that one. Okay. Dataset Azure SQL table 1. Go to settings, allow update, and check this box. Okay. On which column I have to update? Means employee key. Okay. Based on surrogate key. Go to mapping and check auto map. We don't need all this mapping. Okay. All the things. We only need employee key and effective start date. Effective end date. Why? Because if you observe this Excel sheet also, I keep on updating the records with respect to key and the effective end date, right? So for the key and effective end date, we are going to do the mapping now. Okay. Delete. Employee key is the employee key and effective end date here DE effective end date. Okay, that's fine. Now click on anywhere, go to settings. Let's specify. I want to sync one is for the insert, right? I want to run it on the second time. Okay. Sync 2 is for update. I want to specify as run sync 2 first. Okay. Then sync 1 next. Means I'm checking for updates and then inserting. Okay. Go to data flows, settings, select the data flow 1. Compute size large. Okay. Now the folder name we need to pass it, right? Previously in the lookup we passed, right? Same thing, only you have to pass it here. Okay, I just deleted those things. I have it. Okay, don't worry. Cancel. Go to pipeline, lookup, settings, copy the same thing. Click on OK. Next the folder is employees.csv. That lookup and for each I just did for the practice only. Okay, I'm checking whether it's working or not. Okay, instead of directly doing experiment on my data, I'm just doing some experiment on the lookup and all. Okay, now publish. Okay, once after publish, just wait for the confirmation message. Publish completed. Click on debug. It will take almost 3 to 4 minutes. Why? Because in the backend it has to create a cluster and run. Okay, still running. Wait for some time. Yeah, success. Let's check. Okay, go to Azure SQL. Okay, run this select command. Yeah, data has been inserted. Everything is fine. Now we are going to change this employee last name, Steve. Okay, and the employee city. For that one, go to storage account. Go to source folder, employees, employee.csv. Go to edit. Okay, and I'm just changing Steve to Steven. Okay, and the address create Sydney. Okay, and also I'm going to insert one more record. And I will give the different names. Virat. Okay. I just updated the record and inserted a new record. Yeah, successfully saved. Go to data flow. Yeah, debug it again. Refresh it. Success. Go to table. Run this select command again. Okay. Let's see. Steven has changed. Steve has changed to Steven. City has changed to Sydney. And the most important thing is the effective end date. Change it with the effective start date of the new record. Okay. This is what the SCD type 2 meant for. So we are going to say Okay, the record with Steve Smith will last long up to from this date to this date at the time of generating the reports. You can say, okay, later on the record has been updated to the Steven. It is till the date the record is the same. You can specify like that. Okay, when you are working with the product, consider the price from effective start date. Let us say January 1st to June 10. I mean May 10. Okay, price was 50 rupees for that product. January 1st is the effective start date and May 10 is the effective end date. Later on, the product price has been decreased or increased, whatever. Okay, the May 10 would be the effective start date for the new record, and the end date would be the future date. That is what I said here. Okay, that is what I said. Same thing. Okay. So while you are working with this SCD-Type2, if you have any doubt, you can reach out me in the comment section. Definitely, I am going to help you. Right. So that's it from my side. That's it from today's video. Okay. Definitely, I think it is the one of the easier way I designed the pipeline like this. Suppose at the target we did not have the surrogate key. Okay, we did not have the surrogate key. Then what should we have to do means in the data flow we have the surrogate key option is there. Surrogate key, right? You can define the surrogate key and do the respective mapping like what we have done. Okay, generally in projects the surrogate keys and all this dimension table will create a better data warehouse team. Okay, they will make our way very easy. Okay, as part of our job as a data engineer we have to do the ETL things, extract, transform and load. Okay, that can be either you can use the Azure, AWS, Pyspark or even SQL. Okay, or SSIP is there. You can use anything according to the project and according to the requirements and all. Okay, I hope this is one of the best way to implement the SCD-Type2s. Okay, the reason behind it, when I'm starting off my career, I felt when I'm started learning the Azure, okay, for the SCD-Type2, implementing SCD-Type2 and all. Okay, I searched in Google, I searched in YouTube, and I implemented whatever the nonsense or whatever they said, but it is not working. Not only for me and almost 4 to 5 members in my team and all. Okay, so to overcome that problem, I designed the in my way. Okay, I hope it will work. It will definitely work. It will definitely work. Okay, so when you are working, if you have any doubt, you can reach out to me in the comment section. Definitely I am going to help you on that part. Okay, thank you so much.